Yeah, absolutely. And I would just like to ask, what sort of element that the corporate world really looks in an individual before hiring? I think that's a question
Okay,
that you would
that's
like.
very crucial at this very moment, because what we are having now is a brain drain in Sri Lanka, and lots of the people are moving. As a result, there is a bit of an issue when you hire a person, right? They think, okay, I've got my degree, I've got my master's, I've got a bit of experience, so I'll be hired. But that's not the way to go. It's all to do now with the attitude. If you can get along with people, I think
Charisma.
that matters. Yes, because I had a very good example of it when I was overseas. I became a banker without any banking qualifications. So then I asked my boss, what made you take me? Then he said, it's all about attitude. So we can become a banker in 3 weeks, right, if you've got the right attitude, and of course develop. And then you've got to qualify and all of that.
That's a great example.
And then not only just the young graduates, you need to actually think of the middle management. I do a lot of training for middle management, people who have got stuck there and they're not able to climb up higher.
Oh.
So there again, there is an issue.
Right. And also there's something very important that I want to ask you. After you face an interview, how do you follow up with your potential employer, whether you know, whether you've been selected, whether you've been shortlisted and all that? What is the polite way of following up, the right way of following up?
It's usually what happens in Sri Lanka is people think, well, it's not right for me to follow up. They go for the interview and they just forget about it. But it's normal etiquette that the employer usually gives a call or sends an email and says, okay, this is where you are at this very moment. Having said that, there's nothing wrong in you sending an email or sending a message to your employer and asking, what is my situation? But there again, it's our culture. So people take a back step and they stay there until waiting for that particular email or snail mail or whatever you call it.
Exactly. We were just seeing that image of the girl who is actually still schooling, just about to leave school. So the advice that you gave, that package that you were talking about, how will it impact the school leavers and the young crowd out there who are just about to step into the real world?
Right, I believe now most of the schools are actually doing it at the moment. A career guidance would be an ideal suggestion, and another one would be they've got to actually have some knowledge about interviewing skills, because that too is evolving. In the days gone by, it was just question answer interview, but now there is a new concept which is called behavioral interviewing, and it's all about body language, it's about your smile, it's the way you talk, it's a lot of it, because now they've realized after much research that 87% of people are actually employed based on their attitude. 87%.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot, and it's not my research, it's Harvard University which conducted the research. So basically I think what our young graduates should be, they should prepare, and they should improve on their presentation skills, on their communication, and they should actually respect the employer, their posture, their body language, their tone of voice, everything which adds up to being a professional.
Especially when you talk, the eye contact, voice relation, everything comes together. So it's been a pleasure having you so far, and of course the rest of the surprise is on the way, Anupama.
Oh yes, it is actually coming up after
the break. Is what? Yeah, you can talk about it.
Okay, well,
the girl was here before.
Well, it's like this. Now, I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to spit it out there, because then it's going to, you know, make the audience
surprise her as well.
Yes. Ishini is going through a little change right now. So, and we're going to bring her, we're going to bring her back on set. And since you saw her picture on screen, and since you commented about her look and whether you would actually hire a person like that, a school leaver like that to your business, let's see what you would say when she returns to the set.
All right, interesting. Okay, let me see her.
All right, it's time for us to take our next commercial break, but don't go anywhere. This is Good Morning Sri Lanka, talking about change. Stay tuned with us. Good morning, Sri Lanka. Welcome back to the show. So just before the break, we were talking about
Ishini.
Yeah, and change.
Yes, actually. Okay, so I'm talking about Ishini and change. Do you remember Ishini before, Loretta?
Of course. Yes,
yeah, of course. So people in the audience, you might have seen this image of Ishini's who looked really raw, out of school, you know, typical Ishini. There you go. There you go. That was Ishini before she was transformed, and now let's welcome Ishini back on the set. Here we go. Yay! Hi, Ishini. Okay.
Have a seat.
Wow, you look really pretty.
Looking dashing is the right word.
Yes. Okay.
And I feel really comfortable sitting here.
I figured it out. I figured it out. All right. So Loretta, what do you think of Ishini now?
Okay, Shini, so you're hoping to go in for an interview straight after your O-levels, right? And it's for fashion design. Okay, so I see a big change in you now. You're looking very matured now and looking very confident as well. So appropriate gear as well. And I think you're ready now for an interview, right? As long as you've done your earlier preparation in the areas that we would cover just before an interview.
So the shift from before to after, any comments on that?
Yes, absolutely. Right, earlier it was like you were just in school, right, having fun, and now you're getting ready to go and join the corporate world. So I think you're ready now, and just the preparation work.
Anupama, anything to add?
Yeah, I would like to ask you, Loretta, now, since she looks ready to go out to the corporate world and to, head out there, and she actually had, if you remember how she spoke, she actually had a really good attitude about going out to the new world, leaving school. Any advice that you could give her about looking for a job, and how can she place herself in the corporate world out there?
All right, Ishini, because you're more into fashion design, I would say that you could go in for an internship, right, and also maybe do a diploma. There are so many online diplomas. I'm not quite sure about the fashion design career wise, but any job, if you have an internship and during your holidays, if you could grab that opportunity and do something which is related to your area, that will help as well. Again, that all depends on whether you want to do higher studies and whether it all depends on your intellectual capacity for certain areas.
I think Ishini is just dying to say something right now. She's got a huge makeover. How do you feel?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
I'm just puzzled with her questions, with her answers, with opinions and everything, to be honest.
But in a good way.
Exactly, yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrific. We've got a surprise as well.
Oh wow, what is that?
And here we go,
Another
right?
surprise.
Give that drum roll, yeah. Yeah, you know what? The surprise is that we are going to offer you a job.
Me,
Wow,
a job.
Banu, you are going to offer her a job?
I said we,
Okay, right, cool.
not I. Okay? Working on the internationally franchised production,
Wow.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh, wow.
On MTV Sports
So
Sky
exciting.
Studios.
What
All
a
right?
privilege, huh?
Absolutely. So,
Amazing.
round of
Wow,
applause,
Banu.
please, yeah? So that's what MTV Sports can do. That's what change can do. Talking about our theme as well, Anupama.
Definitely.
It's been a privilege to have you both, and of course Anupama as well.
My pleasure.
Seriously, I'm gonna come back. Yes.
Of course, it's been a good show today.
Yes, it definitely was a good show. And as we discussed earlier, change is always permanent in life, but looking at change positively and changing every single time, adapting into life, and looking at every single morning as an opportunity to change into the positive way is actually what we talked about today. And we hope that you actually grasped that message, so that every single morning, even if you don't watch Good Morning Sri Lanka, if you miss a couple of shows, every single morning, if you wake up in the morning and think, today I'm going to change for the good, I'm going to make a big good change in this world, and that's actually the attitude that we want to forecast to you.
Ishini, one final word that you would like to very briefly to all the viewers who are watching about the makeover that you went through.
Oh, the makeover, yeah. Makeover in the sense?
Makeover in the sense of how you look right now. You've changed.
Really?
Exactly. What do you feel?
Feel
One
great
final word, yeah?
and feel so privileged that, okay, I found the real me.
That's great.
That's
I
great.
found the real me by doing the makeover, and happy about the makeover, yeah.
And congratulations on the
Found
new
the
gig.
real me. Exactly,
Yes.
Back on
exactly.
MTV Sports. Thank you, Loretta,
Yeah.
as well.
Thank you
for
very
being
much.
with
It
us.
was my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, and of
just
course,
like Ishini was saying, you actually said before that change can bring new things into life, and see what Ishini brought herself into because she got changed. Okay, so Banu, how are we going to tell our audience about how they're going to send us their feedback?
Yeah, you could always write to us on mtvsports@maharaja.lk to tell us more and how you've changed on today's theme, and of course you win MTV Sports merchandise. Of course, you can just go out of the set and do a little bow and all if you want. Right now, if you could just stand up, and you should do that.
Ishini. Go, Ishini.
Come on, Ishini, you can do that. Made over, Ishini. There you go.
Yay.
All right, we are going to go today.
Oh yes, we are going to leave for today, but we are going to be back tomorrow.
Hinting about the theme tomorrow about the green marketing. Come over here, Shini.
You can have a seat again. Yes, actually, tomorrow's changed topic is going to be entirely equally interesting like the topic that we had today. So we hope that you will be tuning into GMSL tomorrow as well, and that everything will be positively changed during the day, and that you'll have a beautiful day. We are hoping to see you tomorrow, same time, and of course with a big smile on your face. Have a beautiful day.